Welcome back, Saucey fam. What's going on, guys? Hope you had a great day today. Hope you're all doing well. Oh boy. I had so much fun in round one that we're back for round two. Yeah. That was interesting. So, I'm sure it gets better. Yeah, let's just check it out. There's no sense in talking about it. They're going to do what they're going to do regardless. If you're new here, hit that red subscribe button down there. Hit the bell so you know when these videos come out. Join the best family on YouTube, the Saucey fam. We'd love to have you. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
We got more scary and gross lab-made animals to talk about in today's list.
That's awesome. It's not awesome.
You're not gonna believe what scientists have been up to. From rats being crossed with pigs to mice being crossed with humans. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Starting off this countdown, we have the rat pigs. The Salk Institute for Biological Studies in the US has been known to run a number of crossbreeding experiments. One was performed on rats and pigs. The team of scientists decided to take stem cells from rats and inject them into pig blastocysts. However, this failed, and I'm not surprised. Rats and pigs have different gestation times, and genetically they are very different. But imagine a pig.
Really? A rat and a pig are really different genetically? Huh! Wow. All this time I thought rats made bacon. Learn something new every day.
That looked like a rat. Okay, that is terrifying. In our 9th spot, we have the human Z attempts. In 1967, scientists in China were working on creating a human-chimp mix. Sadly, not much information about these experiments have been disclosed to the public. But rumor has it that the experiments didn't really work. They wanted to basically create a chimp that could talk fluently.
I asked you in the first one. Apparently you didn't get it, so I'm going to ask you in part 2. Have you never watched a single movie? I don't know about you, but what I saw of other animals becoming as intelligent as humans and running the world, it didn't go great for us. It did not go great. We quickly became very useless and were turned into pets and slaves. That's nightmare fuel right there. Let's stop, okay? Scientists?
In whatever language it was taught. Then in 1981, they tried this experiment again. They impregnated a female chimpanzee with human sperm. Turns out, the chimp did manage to get pregnant by it, but sadly passed away 3 months later due to complications.
Oh my goodness, these make me so mad. She didn't ask for that. She didn't want that. Ugh.
Coming in at number 8, we have the rat mouse. Scientists at the Salk Institute have found a way to grow the pancreatic tissue of a mouse inside of a rat. The mouse pancreas was able to grow inside of rats successfully. So they grew these new pancreases from mouse stem cells that were then placed in the bodies of the rats. And then when the pancreases were complete, they transplanted them back into the mice. Now the biggest thing about this experiment is that this technique could reverse diabetes in the mice. So they hope that one day they can grow organs inside the bodies of different animals, and then you transplant those organs into humans to cure diabetes. Of course, there's still so much work to be done on this. The last thing they want is to grow a human organ inside of an animal and then have the recipient's body reject it. In our 7th spot, we have the killer bees. Did you know that killer bees were accidentally created by scientists? If they're out here creating bees that threaten the ecosystem, then who's to say they won't create animals that do the same? Basically, this all started in the 1950s. A biologist was commissioned by the Brazilian government to create a species of bees that would increase honey production. But along the way, things went wrong. The biologist himself didn't have much experience with animal breeding. In the end, bees from southern Africa and local Brazilian honeybees mated and it produced these angry killer bees. And then of course, thousands of these bees just accidentally escaped. Now they get their name because when pissed off, they have been known to chase people down for more than a quarter mile. And on top of that, their stings are very painful. These bees are also aggressive towards other bees as well. So it puts them at risk, and now we're kinda just stuck with them. In our sixth spot,
a quarter mile? Oh, that's terrifying. I can't run a quarter of the way down my driveway. Okay.
Today we have the human mouse.
And you know, we have ticks in Maine that are so bad. It is so bad. I'm only 33, and that it wasn't even a thing when I was a kid. How come in 20 years they've gone from not a concern that we've ever had to now my kids can't cross the threshold to go outdoors without us doing a full body search when they come back in? I had one under my right butt cheek the other day, and it was literally like the size of a grain of sand, and it was a deer tick. You know, the ones that carry Lyme disease. I'm saying all this because those are also man-made. Those also accidentally escaped. Yeah, now they're wiping out our deer population, our moose population. It's just, you know, it's great. It's really good. We should keep creating things like that. It seems to really be beneficial.
In the late 90s, 3 doctors started doing experiments to try and create human body parts in a lab. One of these experiments involved growing a human ear on the back of a mouse. So they did this by creating an ear-shaped scaffolding and putting cells of cartilage from a cow on it. They then put the mouse under anesthetic and placed this ear under its skin. Crazily enough, the mouse's body fed the cow cartilage cells. The scaffolding dissolved and the mouse grew this artificial shape of a human ear. But it was only the outside of an ear. Okay, it didn't work, there was no eardrum. Now you might be wondering why they did this. Well, their hope is that this will help plastic surgeons when reconstructing human ears for their patients. So they would create this ear on the mouse and then graft it onto the person. So you'd have an ear that is part mouse, part cow. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the goat with human milk. I swear I didn't make this up, it's real and I'm a little disturbed. But basically, scientists have figured a way for goats to produce human breast milk. They did this by transferring human breast milk enzymes and proteins into goat embryos. In the end, they found that the milk the goats were producing wasn't 100% human, but it contained 60% of the lysosome and lactoferrin found in human milk. Now, why do they want goats producing human breast milk? Well, it could feed and save babies in need. Plus, it would have a longer shelf life. Would you try this milk? Let me know in the comments below. I've heard breast milk is pretty sweet, but I don't think I want to try it.
Just moving on. I don't even know anymore.
Coming in at number 4, we have the Belgian Super Cow. Now you guys know how much I love cows. And if you didn't know, then hi, my name is Lindsay and I love cows. But this thing is terrifying. It's monstrous, okay? It's super ripped and it's just massive. The Belgian Super Cows were created
What is that?
back in the 1800s.
What is that? What? Huh? That thing literally looks like it just said, "I'll be back." Like, what is that? Well, now we're gonna have, like, cow felonies and poor female cows. So much for no meaning no. no means yes to that thing. What? You know how people in some places of the world, like, do that fake muscle stuff? Just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. It looks so awful and so painful. But I've seen some guys with, like, just all over their body. It's just this, I don't know what they use, but that's what it looks like. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I feel like I'm going to go to cook a steak and it's going to kick me in the face. Not a fan.
In hundreds, when Belgian scientists and farmers mixed native cattle with shorthorn cattle. Then over the time, they would select the biggest and strongest offsprings of each variety and then breed them together. So on and so on. Bam! You got—
Look at that thing's face. Oh. It's like, yeah, no, come harvest me. Yeah, come harvest me. Be the last thing that farmer ever does. Why are they blurring out the reproductive organs? Does that thing have a bicep too or something? I mean, I'm assuming.
got a super cow, which is definitely the biggest and strongest, and I understand why they call it the super cow. Like, just look at this beast, okay? It could crush anyone. In our third spot, we have the Enviro Pig. So pig waste is actually pretty toxic. I mean, if you've seen the Simpsons movie, then you'd know all about it. I mean, that was a bit of an exaggeration, but still. Anyways, pig's waste contains really high levels of phosphorus. This phosphorus ends up in lakes and rivers and oceans and can cause a boom of algae. So scientists were trying to come up with a way for pigs to have less toxic waste, hence the creation of the Enviro Pig. Enviro pigs are pigs with up to 65% less phosphorus in their excrements. This pig was first created in 1999 at the University of Guelph's Farm in Canada. This pig had its phytase gene attached to a piece of mouse DNA. Now, it's really complicated to explain, but here's an explanation, and I quote, "The genetically altered pig was created using genetic material from a mouse and an E. coli bacterium to reduce phosphorus in the pig's feces. In the end, it made the pig excrete fewer pollutants." Moving.
I wonder, have we ever tried changing the thing's diet? Maybe not just pouring our garbage into its trough? Like, I don't know. Why am I even asking these questions?
Moving on to number 2, we have the pig with human blood. Now, you're probably noticing a trend by now. Pigs and mice are the scientists' test subjects of choice. Researchers at Mayo Clinic in Minnesota have managed to create pigs made out of human blood. So the pigs have human blood pumping through their veins. Not only that, but some of the cells in the blood merge together to create pig-human cell hybrids. Now, the reason behind this all is to allow scientists to study how viral infections can transfer from animals to humans. And in our number 1 spot today, we have Oliver the chimp. In the 1970s, there was a performing chimpanzee that received a lot of attention. His name was
No, absolutely not. We've seen him already. Why is he back? No. Cover its body and just look at the head. It's the Gremlins, man. Come on, except jacked and just evil and strong enough to do something about it. I am not okay with this at all.
Oliver. Now, Oliver was really different from other chimps for a number of reasons. The main being that Oliver might have been a successful mix between a human and a chimp. Yeah, you heard me. A lot of doctors and scientists are convinced that Oliver was a human Z. It's believed that they inseminated a female chimp with male sperm, and Oliver was the offspring. Now let's take a look at the facts. Oliver didn't look like other chimps. In fact, he had a more human-like appearance. He had a flatter face than other chimpanzees.
I cannot do this! Why? Why? If it's half person, why is it on a leash? I can't. I can't.
And he walked on 2 feet instead of all 4s. He also preferred human females over female chimpanzees, and he understood humans very well. So could it be that Oliver was actually half human, half chimp?
I don't know.
Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know.
Okay, good. Boy, I was really hoping you had more to say. I was having so much fun. Oh, you're still here. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go somewhere. Wow. That is so wrong. The whole list is so wrong. It's like the smarter we get as a species, the less we use our intelligence properly. Let me throw that in there. You know what I mean? Capable of all this amazing stuff, and this is how we apply it. Yeah. Boy, am I proud. You guys have a great night. I gotta go reconsider some things. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe out there. Seriously. Don't go anywhere near any laboratories or anything. You can come out with a pig's tail and a mouse eyeball or something. You just don't do it. Stay away. Stay far away. Have a good night, guys. Peace out, Saucey fam.